So you might see us on our phone, because earlier we were supposed to start our live at 3 o'clock, right? And then we had a phone situation where I was blocked from my own Facebook, and so we ended up using Maddy's phone. So we did the whole live,
The whole thing.
the whole thing. We were live, but we didn't realize we were live here alone by ourselves. So we did the whole live, thought everything was over. Then I got it.
There was no life.
There was nothing was recorded. The phone shut down. So we are here. We are here now. So we're gonna do it again. Okay, are you excited? I'm still excited. We're gonna do it again.
We will do it again. Okay.
So are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're ready.
We are ready.
We have to say we are so excited. This is the very first show that Two Minds and a Pod is about to do, and we want to do it again because the subject that we're about to discuss is so important. So that we are willing to do it again. We're not giving up because we know that it's something that's going to change your life, inspire you, and really allow you to think differently. Okay?
Without further ado, we are
Two Minds and a Pod.
My name is Maddy Joas, and I go by Maddy.
Yes, my name is Sofoni. I go by Sofoni. Yes.
So we want to welcome you, and we are excited.
Yes.
We are delighted to have you in this journey with us.
Yes.
So our hope and it's for you to learn. I mean, first of all, to have fun. Okay? To have fun, to learn, and to grow with us. So we welcome you. We are excited, like I said earlier, to be in this journey with you. So, let's discuss what we're here to discuss, right?
Yeah, so we have to talk a little bit about Two Minds in a Pod. What the mission is to talk about different challenges or problems that the community is facing or this generation is facing. We want to delve into them, decipher them, and bring them to light. And the hope is that those who hear or who participate in the conversation, it will first change the way that your perception. And eventually we want to be able to bring some type of a solution.
Yes.
So those challenges could be social challenges, psychological challenges, spiritual, physical, mental, politics,
financial.
Whatever it is, we are here to do that. So that's why we are the Two Minds in a Pod, is to highlight and to shed light on different things and how we can be a better person and provide a better generation for the next generation.
How we can help our community grow, basically. So our topic of today is the accent. What is an accent?
Yes.
So that's our first question. So what is an accent? So normally when we say what is an accent, people will think that it's a centerpiece, right? It's something that you put into a living room or a bedroom that set that bedroom apart.
Yeah.
That brings something different, right?
Yeah.
But today our topic is not really about decor, okay? It is decor, but in a different aspect.
Yes.
We want to know what's your accent. When we said accent, we're talking about in terms of speaking. So when you speak, when you're having a conversation with someone, how do you feel about the way you sound?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the way that your message come, across?
Yes.
How do you feel about how people receive what you have to say?
Yes.
Because Haitian, there's like Haitian, Jamaican, African, we have a different type of accent. And because of our accent, we are facing a lot of struggle, right?
Yes.
So,
I mean, it's important that we bring in the history of accent too, because the reason why that it's a challenge to a lot of people with accents is because there's a lot of misconception attached to it. And we want to talk a little bit more about what are those misconceptions, For example, there's we first want to say all accents are beautiful, whether it's British accent, African accent, Haitian accent, Jamaican accent, Caribbean accent, wherever you're from, a Spanish accent, Indian accent, Asian accent. It doesn't matter where you're from. Your accent is beautiful. But we have to be real. We have to be realistic because we live in a world where there's discrimination, and unfortunately, there's this discrimination even in accent.
Yes.
Like for example, if you were to meet a British person, they have a British accent. People tend to find British accent to be a sexy thing, and I find it to be sexy as well.
Yes,
you know, it's like, oh, okay, I like that too. However, this is where my problem comes from. When it's an African accent or let's say Nigerian accent, and
Haitian accent,
too rough. If it's a Jamaican accent, oh my gosh. If it's a Haitian accent, oh, we make fun of it or we don't so much appreciate it as if that accent is less than the British accent or the European accent, like the French accent, right? So why do we elevate one and then the other one
is deemed to be inferior?
Yeah, pour qui ça, nous adorer, ou bel bagay, bel accent, mais laissez accent africain, caribbean, like, oh my gosh, change it, it's too much, it's funny, let's make fun of it.
So first, I have to say that, and we all know that, in order for someone to accept you, to respect you, to value you, you have to value yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that problem within our community. I mean, I'm Haitian and I'm going to talk for Haitian right now. Like, we tend to discriminate against each other based on our accent. It's not even like among us young people, it's even our parents. Like some kids or some people will have their parents that come from Haiti at you know, like older. Like my mom, she came to when she was 40 or 40 something,
mm-hmm.
and she came here. She learned a language. Doesn't matter if she speaks broken English, a language that she wasn't familiar with. She wasn't in Haiti learning English. Okay, she came here and she finds a way to learn it because she has to get a job.
Yeah.
A job to provide for me and my siblings.
Yeah.
And not only she get a job, she provides for us, but she finds a way to bring us here. Therefore, we should celebrate those people.
Yes.
We should literally appreciate them. But the thing is, sometimes in our household, when our parents are speaking English, we trying to make fun of them.
Not only in the household too, I feel like it's more in the community.
Yes.
Where even if you look at social media, and I know that it's funny when you have the Haitian accent, they pretend to be Haitian, but it's funny. Okay, some of them are funny, right?
Yeah.
But even in the banking field, we both work in the financial industry. You have even Haitians making fun of other older grand monde Haitians, Jean parler, when they come to make withdrawals or with deposits,
mm-hmm.
they come to open an account. We think it's funny, like, and couple, because we currently in Florida,
mm-hmm.
there's a couple instances where there were tellers at Wells Fargo. They got into trouble because they made fun of another Haitian person who wrote the 1,000. They wrote the word 1,000 differently, right? And he took a picture of it, put it on Snapchat or whatever it is. It became a big deal. But the sad part about this, it wasn't anyone else but a Haitian. Why?
But the thing is, what we need to understand, even us sometimes, we may trying to write something. It's not like we don't know how to write it, but just like, this is not your language.
Yeah.
To be honest, we are doing our best. But the only thing about us making fun of our parents when it comes to their accent, I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? Just like when I am in a work setting or in school, and I say something, even they're not going to say it in front of me, but the way that they respond to what I said with my accent, the way that they, their body movement and everything, makes me feel some type of ways. So understand that your parents, your mother, she's trying to say something and you're making fun of her. So what happened is, you shut her down and instead of trying to, help her, probably say, Mom, this is how you say it. You make fun of her. So there is something psychology, something happened, right? And then when she left your house and she went to a bank, she feels like she can't really go and try to do what she wants to do. She feels like, if my own daughter, my own son can't understand me, makes fun of me, who else is, like, those people, I don't know them, they're gonna do the same. Therefore, you the confidence that they probably had before, they do not have it anymore.
And I know it's not as overt, right? Because when you make fun of somebody, a lot of times they don't look like they're hurt.
Yes.
It's kind of like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Just sometimes they laugh along with you, but it's more of a psychological thing. It's subconsciously they become more aware of their accent, and they're like, okay, maybe I don't speak it. Maybe I just need to don't speak. Like, if you notice the history of the immigrants are less likely to complain about a bad service than other native people.
Yes.
Because we feel like, well, I don't know, I'm speaking.
Maybe they're right. I do have an accent.
Yeah, maybe I just have to deal with it.
Yes.
That I hate. And then, but the thing about it though, what we want to say about the misconception, not only there's discrimination, for example, you accept your accent, puis belle par son autre accent, but it's also happening in our community. Même nous-mêmes tout, subconsciously, nous préférons l'autre accent que l'autre accent.
Définitivement. Si vous regardez un blanc qui, par exemple, un natif américain, whatever, that learning Creole, right? Oh, tout haïtien bat bravo, yo content, I mean, yo share dans social media comme la monnaie leur dit, ça passe, or whatever, and it's a beautiful
like,
thing.
oh my God,
This person is like, you know, blanc ça parle créole, but what's different?
Mais blanc parle créole avec qui accent?
Avec
haïtien ou accent blanc?
Avec accent blanc,
Mais nous aimons, après c'est parce que c'est différent. Mais pour ça, nous pas même conception de cette mentalité when l'autre haïtien parle anglais avec accent haïtien. Why is it like, oh my gosh, I'm real? Or why? You know?
It is very hurtful. Like, soit travaille dans l'hôpital, soit travaille dans banque, different, it doesn't matter. Like, an older Haitian comes. If it's not you, like, this is the thing, if it's not you, it's a co-worker who's that Haitian making fun of that person. Tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, like when someone is making fun of a Haitian, an older Haitian that could have been your mother or your father, how do you feel? So the message, like right now, we're trying to have you understand is if you do not accept who you are, respect others that looks like you, sounds like you, no one else will. Who's going to respect you? Who's going to accept you? You have to set the tone. That's what the accent is about. The accent set the tone for who you are, for your culture, your history, and your race.
But a question though, do you think that accent holds people back, or do you think accent holds you back?
Definitely. I mean, I think that more before than now, because I get to a point that I accept it. I'm like, I'm Maddy Joas. Okay, I'm from Haiti. I speak French and Creole, and I'm trying to speak English. Like that's what I have to say. I'm trying to speak it, but this is not my language. And guess what? I'm doing my very best.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of the way I sound, and this is who I am. And I think that it's something that all of us have to come to terms with. That we're not going to sound like the American.
How has it hold you back?
Well, it holds me back in a sense where, like, if say that I'm at work, right? And then I have something to say. There's a meeting and I have beautiful ideas that can really help the company. But when I say what I think,
yeah,
the way that other people take what I said, it's kind of makes me feel like what I'm saying it's not important.
Yeah.
But another person or coworker will say the exact same thing. And
suddenly it's a good idea.
Hallelujah. And I'm like, what's going on here? I just said the same thing.
Yeah.
So I think there's psychologically native, someone that the native speaker always feel like if you have an accent, what you are saying, it's not as important.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It sounds like probably it's wrong. It sounds it's not important. You see what I mean?
To add to what you're saying, I've heard it myself where as you know, the big corporations in America, right? Their customer service department, most of them are stationed in Bangladesh, India, or in the Asian countries, right? Because we all know cost is less money, and it's financially it's a good idea for the big corporations. But the customers of those big corporations, they will hate to call for customer service. Their response will be, well, I don't want to call somebody from India, they don't speak English or whatever it is. But when they say that, they're not truly saying they don't speak English, because they do speak English. The problem is because they sound differently than them. So it takes a lot. So I think there's a study about this where for somebody to listen to you and the fact that you sound different, it shuts the person down when they won't even listen to
they
you.
They don't even give you the benefit
or the chance to even speak. Because you're like,
to say.
It's like the mind has to go through so much for the mind to like adapt to the new way of you talking so they can accept it, you know? So and career-wise, especially if you work with customers, a lot of time they will request somebody who's a native speaker instead of you, because they feel like, well, the fact that you have an accent somehow, some way, you don't know what you don't know the content, you don't know the stuff, you don't have the knowledge of your profession.
We deal with it on a daily basis at work. You know what I mean? I have the same knowledge, maybe more. I'm probably, you know, sometimes you might be more experienced than someone else.
Yeah.
But the fact that you speak with an accent, people tend to not want to hear you. Like that, they do not put value into what you have to say.
Yeah.
And I think that the thing is, you say that this is the problem, but how do you overcome it? You know?
Yeah. I mean, just like I think that the core message of the accent movement, there's actually a page on Facebook, it's called the Accent Movement. The core message is to accept it. Accept it, embrace it, cherish it, love it. How do you overcome it? That's a good question. How do you come to a point where you're like, you know what, it's my accent. But it is what it is. How do you come to that point? I feel like to come to the point of accepting your accent, you first have to understand the background and why you have an accent.
Why do you have an accent? Where does your accent come from?
Yeah, let's start with a Haitian accent, for example. I was born in Haiti. Né en Haïti, vécu en Haïti. So I speak French, English, I speak a little bit of Spanish. So pretty much Anglais, the English is my third or fourth language. Right? Let's take it as that. Now I have an accent in English. I have to understand, why do I have an accent? I have an accent because first of all I speak Creole. Now if you go into Creole, what is Creole? Donc le président Aristide te dit in an interview, Creole c'est le premier acte de rébellion que the slave did. It's the first act of
liberté.
Rebellion, liberty that they did. So therefore, l'histoire riche en Creole, if I'm able to speak Creole, I'm proud of that.
You definitely have to be proud of
the effort that my ancestors did. So I'm able to speak it. I still have that in me. So therefore, I'm proud.
I think that there is a problem too. The fact that you do not know where you came from, who you are, it's kind of difficult for a lot of people to accept that they are different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do not know your history. You do not know your culture. Therefore, you want to embrace someone else's culture more than yours. You want to give value. You want to give respect to someone else's culture more than yours. Therefore, how did the native speaker going to respect you when you come with your accent? In order for other people to respect you, you have to respect yourself first. You have to put value into who you are and what you are about before someone else can respect you. So it's just like you go to the hospital, right? And then you have some type of problem, you have a disease, right? In order for you to get better, in order for you to, it doesn't matter if they give you medicine or whatever, but if you do not get to the point where you accept that, okay, I have this, I have to deal with it. I cannot let that control me. I have to be in control of it. You will take the medicine, but you'll still be sick mentally, right? So therefore, you have to get to a point where you're like, okay, I am Haitian. For us that speak two languages, like the French and the Creole, I'm Haitian. I came from Haiti at a certain age. I came here to a different country, different culture, different everything. I'm learning a new language, therefore I will have an accent. And the accent is nothing but, I will say, the fact that you speak another language and there's certain words that you cannot pronounce, like red. I can't pronounce red, okay? It sounds kind of funny when I say red. Of course, when I can pronounce something, I'm going to substitute my native language into it, which makes it even beautiful, just like the British accent, you know? So you have to embrace who you are, embrace the way you sound, embrace everything about you. It's not only the way you sound, but your skin color, your hair, your body and everything. And that's how people are gonna embrace you. If you like working, you saying something, you're shaking, no one's, you don't want to hear what you have to say. But when you comes with it with boldness, with confidence, you set the tone for someone else to listen to you. So I think that you really have to get to, like, how you can overcome that. First, you have to be confident, you have to accept who you are. But there's another thing too, like we were saying earlier, we're not saying if you feel like you have a problem for people to, you have a speech problem. You cannot go and get you a speech pathologist to help you with that. But if you going to get help because you feel like your accent is reduce you, your accent is enable you to get the job that you want, or to get the friends that you want, the career that you want. If
it's a barrier to you,
it's a barrier to you. You can go and trying to find help. But when it comes to your accent, the way you sound, the way you pronounce certain words, it just sets you apart, and it's a beautiful thing.
Here's the thing: when it comes to accent modification, and I feel like it's a personal, thing too. For example, I went through like a couple sessions with a pathologist because I started the whole the accent movement thing because I wanted to bring light to, okay, it's okay to have an accent, because I know a lot of us, we don't say it, but subconscious is something that we go through to overcome. But I wanted to come to a place where, like, it's okay for me to have the accent, and I love it. It's part of me. It's part of my history. It's part of it's deeper than what it is. But I had couple. I wasn't comfortable in everything, so I consulted a pathologist and I went to a couple sessions with her. The fact that she said to me was like, "What's the accent? What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Lady, I can't say R, W's, okay?
Yes.
Fix it. I need
That's
to
a problem."
that." So, but she showed me a couple tips on how to, my tongues area, how to control my tongue so that I could say a couple words better. I mean, I learned from it. It definitely improved. But as you can see, if you notice, my accent is still intact. My accent is still there, and it's a beautiful thing. So I think the question that we want to ask you is that, what is your accent? How would you describe your accent?
But before I even jump into that next questions, I remember not too long ago when you like telling me about your, you feel like you should get help with your accent, and I thought at a certain point that I was alone with it. And I'm very confident and outspoken, and I like to have open conversation with people, and that's why we bond and become like great friends, and that's how we started that Two Minds in a Pod movement. At a certain point, I feel like I needed help. So I even like talk to someone, I'm like, "Oh my God, is there any classes that I can take in college that can help me with accent?" And I remember that person says, "Yeah, you can take speech." I'm like, "I've been taking that class for a long time ago." And I'm like, I've done extremely great in it. And I even go to YouTube trying to find videos to help me with my accent. And at a certain point, I get overwhelmed. And I'm like, I do not have a problem. The thing is, I just have to accept the fact that I have an accent.
Yes, period.
The fact that I'm not going to sound like
an American,
and deal with it.
Yes, we sound like a Haitian. We sound like Haitian.
Like when someone
speak like Haitian.
You sound Haitian, and people are offended. Like, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Like when people say that you sound, say that you're British.
Oh, thank you.
It's a beautiful thing.
Just somebody, it's a wonderful thing to sound like a British person.
It's
also a beautiful thing for me to sound Haitian.
To look like a Haitian.
Yes,
It's a beautiful thing. Do you know your culture? Do you know who you are?
Yeah.
Like if someone tells you like you look Haitian, why you get offended?
Well,
Why you get offended?
And sometimes the comments come from a bad intention, but you, when you respond to it, just simply say thank you.
Yeah,
you look Haitian. Thank you so much.
It's always how you respond to things, right?
Yeah.
And if someone tells me that I sound Haitian, yes, I am. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful thing. Do you know what it means to be Haitian? Do you know what it means to be Haitian?
Do you know
the history?
Do you know the resiliency of our people?
The courage
of our parents, the sacrifices,
the
food.
Yes, are real. So you definitely have to accept who you are.
Yeah.
And the thing of something I cannot stress enough in that you have to get to a point where you support your community. When you have people that speak, it's not only Haitian language. People that speak Spanish. There's like older people, they only speak Spanish. Also young people that come from Mexico or different type of countries, they came here, they only speak Spanish, but they're trying to communicate with you. Embrace that.
Yeah, and when you're in school, the students who are part of the ESOL program or the ESC program, their background is probably Spanish. They speak Spanish or they speak Creole, mainly, especially in Florida. Why do we make fun of them?
Yes,
why can't we just appreciate them?
Yes.
What, because I speak English, so therefore it's funny? They should be humiliated?
No.
Or the fact that I sound like a native and I was born here, but you sound like you came from the boats, right?
Oh yeah, the boat people.
The boat people, so therefore, you make fun of you. We need to stop. I know it's comedy sometimes. I feel like sometimes when we portray something as being fun and comedy, people laugh about it. But behind it, subconsciously, it does something that is negative to our people.
Yes.
We make them become so self-conscious about who they are.
Shrink them a little bit. I mean, it's horrible. You really definitely need to stop that. Get to a point where you're trying to bring light, trying to give them confidence. That's our purpose here. We're trying to explain to you what is your accent.
Yeah.
What makes it beautiful, why you should embrace it, why you should support other people that speak differently.
Yeah.
It can be like I said earlier, Haitian or Hispanic or whatever. You should embrace yourself first, in order for other people to embrace you, celebrate you, and respect you.
And another part of the accent movement too that we have on Facebook, not only it is speech. I think I had a video about that where for me my accent is my speech because I have an accent. I'm an accented person, right? But for you, it could be something totally different. Maybe you're not going through what we are discussing, and you might have a friend who has an accent or Jamaican or whatever the accent is. But if you don't have a speech accent, I think the question is, what is your accent?
Yeah.
What is an accent that, like we mentioned earlier in our introduction? It's something that highlights you, something that makes you shine, that sets you apart, something that when they think of you, they think of that word. So when they look you up.
We have our accent piece today, right? This is my accent piece. Like
well, in my outfit, it could be my shoes.
Yeah. Yes, this is your accent piece.
Or if you look closer, it could be my earrings.
Yeah, like mine is my brush.
Yes. So, but for you, what is your accent?
Yes.
You know, and if I were to ask you what's your accent besides your speech accent, what would you say?
My accent is my confidence.
Okay.
My accent is the way I work. Okay, I walk. My accent is the way I embrace my people. I accept who they are, and I want them to be confident about themselves too. That's my accent. You know, that's what set me apart. That's exactly what set that show apart from probably other show. Because we're here to celebrate you, to celebrate your differences, and to make you understand and realize that you are enough.
Yeah.
We all are beautiful. Our accent is wonderful, beautiful. We should celebrate it, should accept it, and go with it.
Yeah.
And your accent shouldn't stop you from going where you want to go in life. It should be actually something that pushes you forward.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
I have to say though, in my career, speaking Creole and French has always been something that set me apart.
Yes.
You know, especially in jobs applications.
Yes.
And whenever they will see Creole and French, like, oh my gosh, that means I'm three person in one. I speak the language Creole because I'm for the natives. I'm also good for the immigrants.
The funny thing is, if you go to Indeed.com, most of the application they always ask you if you speak Spanish or Creole.
Yeah.
Like they're always looking for someone that can speak 2 languages at least. Yeah. So that's a beautiful thing, and I have to bring that in. I have friends that have kids, and they do not speak Creole. Like I'm like, what's going on here? What's the problem? You speak Creole, your husband speak Creole,
and
your
mother
speak Creole, and sometimes your mother doesn't even speak English. Like how they gonna
the kids communicate with their grandma?
There is some type of problem. Like they make it, oh, I don't want my kids to speak Creole. Excuse me.
C'est manque de fierté.
Manque de fierté pour ça. C'est même genre, okay, then I know that I'm probably gonna off topic, but c'est même genre côté que moun qui raciste, yo grandi ti moun yo plus raciste. Therefore, le fait que ou même ou complexe d'infériorité de langue, de soyer, de moun de culture, de histoire, ou grandi ti moun avec même problème là. De ce fait, ou vient créer un système de problèmes.
Continuer, because je toucher ça tout petit, because sous garder pour la culture haïtienne là. Même dans la langue, nous disons parler français et créole. Mais nos priorités ou bien nous mettons français à tellement haut devant créole là. L'homme on a parlé créole, nous dit again, that's probably a whole different subject. I don't want to go into that.
I'm going to say it, right? Growing up in Haiti, right? The way I was raised with my mother and my uncles, as a little girl, they pushes me toward French more.
That's a culture. That's a culture. I mean, I'm from Pétionville, and French was the only thing we spoke.
Exactly. But they also give me a name, the fact that I speak more French than Creole. Come on, you're them Zuzu, right? Which I never liked. You know what I mean? I speak Creole as well. And sometimes you go to different settings in Haiti. I remember, I must say that, this is my little story. We don't want to be too long, but I'm going to say that. I remember after high school, we have a graduation, right? And then we all were gonna wear white at that graduation. So I went to Pétionville, and I have a lot of money, yes. I have like probably, at that period, to have $1,000 American dollar in your hand as a young girl, to shop, to do whatever you want for your graduation, it was everything. I went with my friend, and I remember I went to a shop in Pétionville, right? And then we're speaking Creole, because like I can speak French or Creole. And someone in that shop says, comment on dit bagali encore? Oh, le peuple. On est envahi par le peuple. You know why? Because instead of speaking French in that store, I was speaking Creole. So, discrimination dans la langue, nous, elle commence la caille. Elle commence dans la racine, nous. De ce fait, là, nous venons ici dans un pays différent, qui déjà moins qui discrimination against foreigners, against immigrants, nous venons avec elle. Non seulement nous implémenter dans la caille nous avec petite nous make fun of moun qui gen même accent avec nous. Therefore, you cannot just not respect who you are, embrace who you are, and think that other people are going to respect you and embrace you.
Yeah.
So the change has to start with us. We have to start respect other people with accent. Like when I say other people, I'm not even talking about Hispanic or whatever. Haitian people with accent, older Haitian with accent, younger Haitian with accent. Like I have an accent, and you can feel it's very strong. But it has to start with us.
And I think we definitely want to say kudos to Haitian people.
Oh, hi, hallelujah.
Because we have Haitians currently in Chile, qui tombe Chile capable espagnol.
Yes.
Qui tombe Brésil capable prendre portugais là. Qui tombe en game même qui dans Taiwan capable prendre langage mon Asian.
Yeah.
Et comme si nous l'esprit nous tellement son peuple qui va intelligent.
Nous sommes capables universels.
Yeah, nous capables montrer nos cultures et puis nous prendre langue là et puis nous vivre. Nous capables vivre. Mais nous voulons dire mon ça you are doing an amazing job. Là mon ça tout gain accent parce que pour nous entrer dans pays, il y a accent en espagnol là, il y a accent en portugais là, il y a accent en Taiwan now, but guess what? They can still be understood by the accent. Do you see what I mean?
But there's another thing too, and I have to say that I'm extremely proud of our older Haitian people, because My mother probably had the chance to go to school. She has a level of education, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your mother probably had the same privilege, right? It is a privilege for us Haitian to actually go to school.
Yeah.
Like mostly the older generation, right? So when we have certain people, certain Haitian, older Haitian, comes here, they do not even have an education. They don't even know how to write their names, but they find a way to communicate in a foreign language. It doesn't matter if it's a broken language. You should respect them. That's a kudo. You should embrace them. You should congratulate them, not make them feel like they are less. Do not do that.
Absolutely.
This is our job to shed light into our culture. I mean, within a culture, to help, to help each other understand. L'union fait la force, right? L'union fait la force. Nous supposons faire union entre nous-mêmes enfants. Nous respecter tête, nous respecter l'autre, nous respecter ça nous gagne qui différent la caille nous pour l'autre nous respecter.
And you know bagay too, especially you know reason people fait. If you used to make fun of people who, especially older Haitians, one of the reasons for you to maybe think twice before you do that. Again, I cannot tell you what to do. Right? But maybe I can help you see things differently. Hopefully, that will allow you to act differently next time you're in this situation. Because when I think of my mother, she came, or my parents, they came here older, in their 50s or whatever it is. They learned the language because we live in Florida where kote ap genye English and Spanish, et rarement kote ki make English, Spanish, Creole, or French. So it comes que we are forced to learn a language because si nous pas qu'on langage we won't be able to navigate in this world. So therefore, kudos to our parents. I respect them. We honor them because they can. My mom, she does everything herself.
Yes.
She goes to the bank and get things done. Yes, her English is limited. Yes. Her accent is strong. Yes, but guess what? She gets things done. And I feel like how dare we, as the other generation who has a lesser accent, or who had maybe a privilege of being born in this country or coming into this country when we were younger, supposed to make fun of other people, make fun of other ESOL students or ESC students, or make fun of people who don't sound like the way the media or society should make them sound like.
But the thing is, even within this native people, they have different type of accent. They have southern accent, different type of accent. Like if let's take
New York
here,
accent.
Here, people from Pehoki or whatever they call it. I can't really pronounce that.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Pehoki.
Pehoki. They do not sound like people like that lives in West Palm. They have a different accent.
Hey, if you go to North Florida, it's totally like the South.
Yes.
And this day, it's a whole different culture, a whole different accent. If you were to go to New York, it's a New York accent. If you were to go to Chicago, there's a Chicago accent. Wherever Boston, every single region has its own accent.
And then the funny thing is, you will see each of them like celebrating their accent. Oh, I'm a New Yorker.
It's like, oh, let's fly.
It's a beautiful thing.
I have a Southern accent. It's kind of like hospitality that's attached to it.
Yes.
I have a British accent. It's sexy. I have a French accent. Ooh la la.
So I don't know if I ever told you how, like, I'm in love with African accent.
Oh.
Like when I have an African man comes to, I'm having a conversation with them. I just fall in love. I feel like their accent is powerful. You know what I mean? There is something strong about their accent. Just like our Haitian accent, there's something powerful, something strong, and sometimes other people think that it's aggressive. Like one time I was on the phone with my mom, but I have a friend that is a native speaker here, and I was on the phone with my mom having a beautiful conversation, right? And then he keeps on telling me, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I couldn't understand why he keep on asking me if everything okay. So after the conversation, I said, "I love you" to my mom, like we always did after our conversation. And he's like, "Oh my God, everything is fine now." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "You sound like you were fighting." I'm like, "Are you serious?" It's like, "Yeah." I'm like, it's like there was some type of aggressivity.
Yeah.
It was what? And I'm like, "Really?"
What makes you think so?
I'm like, "What makes you think so?" But the thing is, every language is, I think that's the correct way to say it, have a different speech.
Yeah.
Has a different Okay, so we need to actually look into those things. Our differences, it's what make us beautiful.
Yes. For most Haitians, having an accent, we tend to speak really fast.
Oh, I speak very fast.
Because of our background, and I feel like it's okay. I mean, like you know how we mentioned the whole modification, accent modification. It's up to you, but I think there's a couple of things you can do if you want to improve how you speak. But that would be for everybody, not only those with accent, even those without accent, which is slow down when you speak, right? Take your time to say the word. Don't rush, pronounce everything if you can, if everything needs to be said, right? So these are tips you can still apply, and so you can be a better speaker.
But then again, I feel like it's overwhelming. Like I have people commenting on that. Like I have great friends. Like you speak very fast, Maddy. You need to slow down. And I'm like, okay. Sometimes like I'm having a conversation. I'm thinking. So I'm having a conversation. I'm trying to say what I have to say, and at the same time I have to think how fast I'm talking. At a certain point, you just like, I don't really care. I'm just gonna speak, you know. And you.
And I feel like it's up to you. If you think it's overwhelming to you, then don't just be who you are.
Yes.
But I feel like for me, I became very aware that I speak really fast. So I think sometimes I think slow down. You got this, but slow down. But it's a little step that I can add to help me. But nothing should be too much. If it's too much for you, you should let it go.
Yes. I mean, I get to a point where like I feel like I'm slowing myself down.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
I do not like that.
Yeah.
I do not like that, and I'm like, okay, I will do my best to pronounce the words in a way that people can understand, but I'm not going to sit down and say one thing and think about it and say something of it.
It could be too much. It could be too much. Yeah.
So then again, accept who you are. If you feel like there is something that you should modify, there's something that you should work to make better, so you can present yourself in a better light.
Yeah, you
do it. But when it comes to your accent, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you having an accent.
It's okay.
It's okay
to have an accent. My accent is beautiful. My accent is powerful.
Yes.
My accent is history. My accent is my heritage. My accent is strong. My accent is part of my ancestors' times in Haiti. My accent is part of my parents' sacrifices for me. So whenever you think of accent, next time you meet somebody with an accent, I need you to stop for a second and say, you know what?
You sounds beautiful.
Beautiful. Tell them it's beautiful. Tell them, you know what, you have a beautiful accent. As long as the person can be understood, or you get what they're saying, let it go. Stop making fun of people who have accent.
I get that all the time. People tell me all the time that I have a beautiful accent, and
I know. And the thing about it too, other people will tell me I have a beautiful accent, but somehow I feel like until you come to your point and you accept it, it will always be something. Like today, like I was saying, if you go to the accent page, the accent movement page, we'll post the link down below under the video for you to go and check out. I said to myself, no more shame. I have accepted my accent, and that's it. I've been free from it. So when I speak, I know that I am intelligent. I know what I'm saying has content. I know what I'm saying has substance. That's all you need to know. So therefore, we want to encourage our Haitian parents, our ESC students, or students that are coming to the country. We want to encourage you. Do not let an accent put you down. Do not let an accent put you down or put you in a corner. Use it. Be bold. Be courageous. Speak if you need to speak up. Do what you need to do, but do not use the accent as a fear tool, but use it to empower you.
Absolutely. Like I took a class not too long ago, and it's a class where there should be discussion. And I am I like to talk. And if something is not right for me, I'm not paying my money and just gonna sit down because of an accent that I have. It was the class had probably 12 students. I was the only black Haitian in there. No one's never said nothing. The teacher was like basically talking to himself. And I'm like asking questions, but I feel like whenever I said something, it will be like trying to have me repeat it 20 times, and I'm like, no, honestly, like I understand what she's saying, why can't you understand?
I hate when they say what?
What?
But
but they don't really want you to ask them because I don't know, maybe they're not ready or whatever. But do not let your accent stop you from getting that knowledge that you pay for, you spend your time, your energy to go to school to get. Ask questions when you have to.
Yeah.
Stand up. Say what you have to say.
Yes.
Do not let that put you in a corner.
Yeah, if you have to give that speech,
do it.
Do it. If you have to be in front of 1 million people at work, you have to give a presentation.
Do it.
Do it. Do not focus on your accent. Just prepare your presentation. Rehearse it at home. Get it done. Do not allow your accent to be a barrier because it's supposed to be the highlight of your personality, of your speech, but not a barrier.
I remember I took my speech class when I was barely new to the country, right? And most of the time, I'm always the only black in my class. And it was, I have to say that I was like, I know that I know how to you know, like if I'm delivering something, I know how to formulate it, you know? But I was so afraid that day. I'm like, oh my God, are they going to be able to understand what I'm saying? Because it was important for me to get a good grade because I know I work in it. I have a whole presentation for it. But I had that fear in me that they will not be able to understand. And I have to tell you, that's where I started to be bold about who I am. I started to embrace my accent. I went there and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm gonna represent me. And that's what I did, and have an A on it.
That's it.
Doesn't matter that I have an accent. It's something about me. It doesn't matter about my accent. If I'm talking, you're going to shut it and listen to whatever I have to say. You know what? You know why? It's because of my confidence.
Yes.
Because I embrace who I am. I embrace my speech, my difference, or whatever. And I set the tone for other people to sit down and listen what I have to say.
Yes.
So I think that it's something that all of you should embrace. And also within the accent movement, in the future, we're going to find a way with other friends to create a group, a super group. Like, do not be afraid if you feel like there is something that's not working in your speech, you need help. You need someone to help you gain your confidence, to embrace. It's a movement that we started to help you grow. You know, to help you to embrace who you are, to embrace your differences, and to grow.
Yes.
Because we're not gonna let that little thing, which is supposed to set us apart, and a good way, to make us, you know, it's like I said, it's a beautiful thing. We're not going to let our accent define us.
Yes.
We're not gonna let our accent makes us feel like we are not smart, because we are.
Yeah.
And we have done so much. We came here without nothing. We go to school trying to learn a language, trying to learn everything in a language that is not ours, to let our accent put us in a corner where we cannot grow.
Yeah.
In our jobs, within our friends or whatever,
even socializing. Yeah, even socializing.
Because at a certain point, I used to have I used to hang out with a lot of white people. You know, of course I have an accent, but I set the tone. I embrace who I am. I accept who I am, and they accepted me. They love me. They celebrate me as their friends, and that's what you need to be doing.
So the question for you today is, what is your accent? Is it your speech that's your accent? If it is, are you okay with it? Are you comfortable with it? Or are you still struggling with it?
Like,
let us know.
We are. I mean,
I'm
still struggling with it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the show is not about to teach you only. We want to learn. We want to put ourselves out there. The first thing that comes in mind is not only we want to learn with you, because we're going to grow. We're going to be better. Like this presentation that we have today, the second one gonna be better. The third one gonna be even better. And
well, that's life. You
that's
grow
life.
as you. It's all about taking a leap of faith, and then you do it. And when we have amazing people like you who are sharing the page, who are liking the page, or sending it to your friends, you are part of that journey with us. You're part of that growth.
That movement.
That growth with us too. And
we're not sitting here because we're better than you are. We're not sitting here because we have better a speech or better accent than you are. We're sitting here because we want to be better. We wanna be able to help while we're getting there. Because I am a big fan of community. And I do believe that that's why we do not have, I don't have my own show, Sofoni do not have our own show. We both have our own ideas, but we believe that by coming together, that's why our names is Two Minds in a Pod. By coming together, we can share a stronger message. We can pour into each other and make a difference.
Yeah.
That's our goal here.
Yeah.
So please share our page, like our page, comment.
Yeah.
We are open to your comment. We are open to have other people come into the show. And if there is something that you want to discuss and it's not in our, we're not
it's not part of our list. Yeah, let us know.
Let us know. We can have other people come. We can do the research and trying to bring light, to shed light into the darkness that you might be facing, or the darkness that we are facing that we want to get better at. So
we are, again, we just here to inspire
yes.
you. That's it.
Yeah.
And maybe share our opinions about certain things. If it's okay if you disagree,
yeah.
but let's have a conversation. Let's
be
connect.
Respectful towards each other.
Let this platform be a platform of kindness, of love,
understanding
and respect. My opinion might be different in certain subjects, but that's okay, because we're gonna delve into so many different other challenging and controversial subjects maybe in the future.
Yes.
We're gonna need you to come and be strong and be open-minded.
Yeah.
Like Maddy says, we're gonna have guest speakers that's gonna come to the show and discuss certain things. Let us know if there's a subject that you want us to research and talk about. Let us know. We'll do that. We'll research it. We'll call in an expert. Whatever we need to do, send us a message. Go to our page, like it, send us an email. Communicate with us. We want to do that
Send
as well.
us a text. We have a phone number there.
We have a phone number down below. Send us a text so we can talk to you about it. But again, this is a very important theme. We wanted to start with it as
yes.
a first show to let you know, because we are accented girls.
Yes, we are.
Okay? We are two minds in a pod because we are intelligent and we have a lot to say about everything. And we feel like by sharing what we have to say, the hope is to find solution. The hope is to help somebody. The hope is to help you see things differently. So that's what we are here for. So we really want to say thank you for being patient, for watching this video. If you watch this video from beginning to end, you deserve a hug, a kiss.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for those of you who are sharing the page. We're gonna place the information about the accent movement down below. Go to it. Let us know what your accent is. We would love to feature you, whether it's music, if your accent is music, it's poetry, it's whatever it is. Let us know. We'll feature you. Let us know too. How confident are you with your accent? We'd love to talk more about it as we go.
What helps you gain your confidence?
Yes. How did you overcome it?
Yes.
So let's talk about this thing down below. We will be on our phone after this live and communicate with you and share it. Like I said, we want to stay in connection with you. So again, thank you so much.
So they also need to know that we're not only going to talk about accent. It's not only going to be about languages or whatever, or linguistics.
Oh,
we're
no.
going to have different type of topics.
Anything that has to do with our generation, this community. That's what we said in the beginning. Two minds in a pod. It's about the community, the challenges that we are facing, the challenges that this generation is facing. What is the spiritual problems our churches are facing? That young people are not in church. How is it that physically, the health problem that's going on, psychological, the mental health? Those are things that suicidal. Those are things that we're gonna talk about and be able to help people. So it's gonna be, our show is there's a lot of substance that we want to share with you. So we hope that you stay with us, ride with us. You never know.
Let's ride the journey together. And we will invite you to like, share our page, and subscribe to our channel. We're going to have a YouTube channel soon. And we also have a personal page. You can actually go in and follow us. I have my mind behavior page too. Sofoni have
mine is Sofoni etc. Sofoni etc. And also the accent movement.
Yeah, and I have my page is like the same one as Facebook, Maddy Brittany Barnett, and Instagram. So it's easier for you to follow us. So we are here for you. We are here to learn with you. So let's do this together, okay? Let's embrace each other and let's do this together.
Let's do
it has been fun. I'm very excited, and I'm pretty sure my wonderful friends here, she's as excited as I am.
I am thrilled.
So
very excited.
So now we want you to actually go under and write your story. Tell us what's your accent. What makes you different? What do you think your accent what is your accent is?
What does it represent?
What does it represent for you?
Yeah.
And let's do this together.
So we hope that you really like this show so far, that this live
you have
been
learned something from it.
We hope that you were inspired.
Mm-hmm.
We hope that you were able to get something out of it, that we were able to do something positive. So we definitely hope to see you again. Our next show will be every other Saturday.
Meaning the 5th.
Every other Saturday, this is when you see us live. So today, we start today. The next one will be the 5th of October.
Yes.
So we will see you live again 2 weeks from now.
And we'll do our best to be live at 3.
The goal is 3. Today we had technical difficulty, but we pray in Jesus' name that won't happen again. Everything will be put to.
Amen.
Alright, but we really want to say thank you for being present. This has been a 2 Minds in a Show.
2 Minds in a Show and 2 Minds
in a Pod.
If you didn't have the chance to watch us live, it's okay. We're going to post it and Facebook, Instagram, and and you will have a chance to go and share
and still comment and still let us know what you think.
So it's okay that like we said that we're supposed to be live at 3. We tried to be live at 3, but something happened. If for some reason you couldn't make it to our 4 o'clock live, it's okay.
It's still gonna be online for you.
It's still gonna be online for you, and we hope our next live vous restez branchés. Ouais, ça nous le stay tuned. Vous restez branchés puis ou avec nous dans journey ça. So
thank you again. Appreciate your presence. We'll definitely see you October 5th.
Yes.
October 5th.
October 5th. C'était 2 Minds in a Pod with Maddy and Sofoni. Thank you and have a wonderful one.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Okay.
All right. We have people watching. It's like probably 4 people.